Good morning. Welcome to Unity in the Seven Hills. Let's start the day with some singing and some praising through and knowing that I am the place where God shows up. Let's stand and sing. Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place, you are the place, we are the place where God shows up. I am the place, you are the place, we are the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Be the change you want to see in the world. Love you want to flow. Be the peace you want to feel around you. Forgive others and let go. Look within to find the endless resource. Bring forth joy and send it out. Look to Spirit for your inspiration. Live the life you talk about. Be the change you want to see in this place. Shine the light you want to grow. Be the truth you want to know around you. You're divine, so let it show. Look inside to find the God you're seeking. Know the path that is for you. Look to wisdom and imagination, 'cause the change you want is you. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the love you want to flow. Be the peace you want to feel around you. Forgive others and let go. Be the change the change. Be the change.
And as Daniel supports me in lighting the Christ candle, we remember that Christ light, our divinity, dwells within each and every one of us. And we affirm our statement of faith. There is one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, the good, omnipotence. And so here this morning, we celebrate those souls who have come in to enjoy this service with us. We send out praise and thanksgiving to those who listen online. We know those who are not here are coming. We see every seat in this sanctuary filled with love and a sense of purpose, an understanding that we are here to love ourselves and love our neighbors and love our enemies, that we are called to bless each other, to pray with each other, to serve each other, and most importantly, to love each other. And so we commit this morning, for this period of time, to love, to send out as much love from our heart as we can. For truly, truly, we are the ones. We are the ones that are willing to let the change happen. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. As I look out, I don't see a new person here today, but we may have a new person on the internet. And so we're hoping that you'll join us in heart and spirit this morning. And you can look on our website for information about who Unity is. So for our community news this morning, y'all, please make an appointment with Reverend Carla. I don't ask her what takes place. I just say, how did it go? And every time she said, I really got to know that person. So please make your appointment with Reverend Carla so she can get to know you as individuals and your individual hearts and desires. Next. Card ladies. Happiest bunch you've ever seen. Thursdays at 1:30 downstairs in the Namaste Cafe. Okay. And the wise women this Tuesday, February the 4th, a time change. Please note, we will be meeting at 6 o'clock rather than 6:30. 6 o'clock on Zoom. Our facilitator this week will be Sheila Hammock. And the question that we are going to ponder is, if you could have any two personal wishes granted in the year 2025, what would they be and why? Unity loves food and fellowship. So join us after church today for a potluck downstairs. And for those watching on the internet, you're missing the potluck. Super Bowl Sunday potluck is next Sunday to celebrate the Super Bowl. And it is going to be a big day. And I think Reverend Carla has something she's going to amaze us with. Sunday, February the 9th after church. Please bring soup, chili, or salad to the Super Bowl Sunday. Okay. We need volunteers to help the broadcasting. So if you would be willing to volunteer to help with broadcasting, please see Paula or myself, and we will have training for you. We're not just going to throw you in there cold turkey. Sunday, February the 23rd after service, we will be training you. So thank you for your sacred service there. Next, the Eye of the Storm. Reverend Carla is doing a deep dive on the book, The Eye of the Storm, from which she is basing her talks. We will be meeting Tuesday, February the 4th at 1 o'clock here at the church, and also at 7 o'clock on Zoom, both on Tuesdays. So please join us. The class was very invigorating, very thoughtful, deep. Okay. Is that it? Okay. The book, Eye of the Storm, we've sold out. We sold out all the copies, but you can order it on Amazon. So Amazon.com. Okay. Is that all? All right. So the principle of the week, number 5, I do and live my best by living the truth I know. Let's all say this together. I do and live my best by living the truth I know. Now let's do the blessing of the youth together. You are a perfect child of God, and God and I love you just the way you are. We envision a youth program where children see themselves as wholly loved and embraced, shining with the divine light of God.
So let's stand and sing This Bright Light of Mine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Now let us affirm a mission statement together. Unity in the Seven Hills is a vibrant, inclusive community that inspires individual spiritual growth through education, prayer, heart connection, and sacred service. And today our daily bread will be daily word. The daily word will be by Mary Ellen. It's already turned.
Actually, I didn't bring any bread, but there's eggs and ham, and I hope somebody brought bread. So anyway, the daily words today is 2 words. Look ahead. I think this message is for me because I've been working on being in the now, so much in the now that I'm just getting me through this day that I haven't been looking ahead much, but listen to why we should look ahead. I look ahead with positive expectation. So many things pull my attention. The things I must attend to, meeting the needs of others, and even my own pursuits and passions require my time and attention. Setting and working toward goals may sound like a dull undertaking, but it's actually an empowering path to spiritual freedom. Working toward a goal helps me focus and keeps me motivated. I call upon and claim my spiritual gifts of imagination and order to set my goal and plan to achieve it. I use my gift of wisdom to discern the best path and my will to make the best choices. This is the way I use the power of God to give my life meaning and make my dreams come true. I look ahead, grateful for God's presence within me. And from Proverbs 4:25 through 26. Let your eyes look directly forward and let your gaze be straight before you. Keep straight the path of your feet, and all your ways will be sure. So there.
So we're going to change things up a little bit today. We're going to do our prosperity share now, or magical moment. And if we can relate it in and keep it relatively short to maybe the message that we just heard. But somebody here has got something that they want to tell us that is happening with them and or has happened during the course of this week.
So I had to pay for my upcoming cruise by the end of January. So last week I called the travel agent, and she was asking me what card I wanted to use, and so I said, so that's $3,000, right? And she goes, oh no, you have a credit of $1,100. So I only had to pay $1,900. Yay! I'd forgotten all about it.
There you go. So you've got something to look ahead to as well, right? You know, the funny thing is, I'm always surprised but not any more shocked that I chose a song for the special praise later that you'll all know, and it talks about looking ahead and creating the vision that we want as we go into our future. But right now we're going to go into meditation. Sorry, Lisa, I forgot to tell you that we changed things up a bit. Thank you for being flexible. So let's see how this all feels, this new order of the service. We're attempting to get a smoother flow of the service as we go forward. So here is I Feel the Earth Support Me. I feel the earth support me. I know the freedom of the sky. I share the elements freely. Cleansing waters within me lie. I feel the earth support me. I know the freedom of the sky. I share the elements freely. Cleansing waters within me lie. I feel the earth support me. I know the freedom of the sky. I share the elements freely. Cleansing waters within me lie.
Of those cleansing waters within us. And allow ourselves to simply let go and breathe a little more deeply. Breathing in, holding it, and letting go. Imagine as you breathe in that you are breathing in Holy Spirit, the whole Spirit of the living God presence, and audibly breathe out, letting go of the busyness, letting go of all that might block us from feeling a deep inner connection with the God of your understanding, with Holy Spirit, with Source, with the universe, whatever you call the divine mind and heart. Just breathe in and move down to the center within you. Imagine that you are breathing into your heart space and placing your hand on your heart. Imagine that you can even feel the beat of your heart, that you can feel with your hand the beat of your heart in your body. And we remember that we are spirit, mind, and body. I turn my attention to that place within me where I know I'm connected with something greater than my thoughts, my feelings, my experiences. As I turn within to that place where I know what I know, what I know, I enter into the secret chamber of the Most High. The Most High being, I am. The place where God shows up. I am that which I will be. I am. I am. And as we rest for a while in the silence, affirming our I am, look around inside and see if there's anything you want to let go of. And let go. And let God, your I am, release it. In the stillness and the silence, let us rest and know God more. We remember the words that our way shower and master teacher spoke in the Gospels. He is reported to have said, "My peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you." There can be no separation in this I am place within us from peace, from joy, from love, from abundance. We are holding the future of this community in our heart. And as we hold it, we invite others online to join in with us. We are empowering this community to grow into what it longs to be. We hold that space sacred and holy in our heart. And we allow God to be God and work through us this day. And for this and many other blessings, we are grateful. And so it is. Amen.
This song is a reminder to each one of us. As the eye of the storm says, there is nothing and no one against us, but more than that, we are supported. Supported by the earth and the sky and the water and the breaths that we take, the divine source and spirit that flows through everything and all through ourselves. Let's sing this together. I feel the earth support me. I know the freedom of the sky. I share the elements freely. Cleansing waters within me lie. Here's the song that I spoke of earlier on. Perfect for today. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clean. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. And the flowers bloom in the desert, and the air is fresh and clear. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and the way was easy and the path was clear. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and peace spread over this land. And the guardian stars, they are shining, and the night is bright and clear. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and peace spread over this land. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and the sound was easy, and the song was clear. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. And the ancient pain is forgotten, and the Father's debts are clean. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth, oh, it sang, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of summer, and the winds changed, and the green was easy, and the rivers ran clear. I dreamed of summer, and the winds they changed, and peace spread over this land. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, soft and easy, oh, so sweet and clear. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over this land.
That is perfect. Why do you think I chose the book, The Eye of the Storm? Was I judging you or trying to fix you or say something that I brought into the situation? No. I chose Eye of the Storm because we all face conflict every single day. And it gets bigger and bigger as we watch the news, right? Oh my gosh, how could it be like this? So even if we don't watch the news, we're inundated with that energy. So we're about moving energy. That's why I came here. I want you to know how much I care. I don't know you all that well, but I want to. I feel called to be with you during this time of reconstruction, redreaming, revisioning, relifting up to understand what is our purpose. Why are we here? How can we serve in a way that's more collaborative and creative and loving? And the world needs us to figure it out. Because what we see going on in this country is a lack of willingness to collaborate, a lack of willingness to find common ground, a lack of willingness to embrace a view that's different. We all have perceptions. We all have them. And they're different. But not one of us holds the truth, the whole truth. And The Eye of the Storm is, to me, just a beautifully written book about how to stay centered. It doesn't deny that conflict is there, but it is calling us to find that center within us, that we are the storm. We are the conflict. And that as we look at what is mine to learn, not what is mine to blame, to judge, to attack with, what is mine to learn, we are on our soul's journey. And that's what we're about here, right? Soul journey. How do we make it better? How do we expand it? How do we invite more people into our soul's journey? So I wanted to scratch my nose. I'm nothing if not real. So there's a wonderful story that Pema Chodron shared. Do you know Pema Chodron? You know, the American Buddhist nun. And she told this story of a young warrior called to face fear. Now, did the young warrior feel like she was prepared to face fear? Did she feel like she had everything in place to face her fear? Did she feel she had enough information? Had she gone into her story of origin and how, blank, 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 whatever our story is? No, she was called by her leader to face fear. And so she looks at fear, and it's this great big monstrous black dragon, if you will. And she says to fear, as she prostrates herself 3 times towards it and appreciates fear, she said, "Tell me how I can move past you. I don't know how to do it." And so fear says to her, "Thank you for showing me respect and asking for permission." Fear replied, "My weapons are that I talk fast, that I get right in your face, and then I get you completely unnerved, and you do whatever I say. You shut down, you run away, you resist. But listen, if you don't do what I tell you to do, that chattering chimp of a mind of ours, if you don't do that, I have no power." So I hope with this story, you can listen to that voice of wisdom within you. That you can find that place of stillness through prayer and meditation and the power of just sitting in the silence. To hear that gentle wisdom that is guiding you all of the time, whether we call it our intuition, our higher power, our higher self, whatever we want to call it. If we don't listen to the fear, then the miracles happen. Do you believe it? Really, truly believe it? Are you willing to step out in faith, believing that I believe that miracles are happening? Because I've given up a lot to be with you all. My husband turned 82. He retired finally Friday from his job. And I thought, oh my gosh, here I am in the midst of this, doing what I love to do with people I love to do it with, and I'm not celebrating him. And it made me feel a little, like I'd missed the mark somehow, that maybe he didn't know how much I loved him and how grateful I was for his support in my life. So, of course, I called him, and he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. You know, I'll just enjoy the day." And he went out and he bought something for my bedroom. And he cleaned my bedroom up and fixed it all up, sent me a picture. And he said, "This is how I did my first day of retirement." And I thought, that's it. It's always about serving others, isn't it? That's where we feel that joy of connection and meaning. It's not about being comfortable. I wish it was. I wish it was. But the spiritual journey is about facing fear and taking the next step forward no matter what. So our number one superpower is the power to be willing. Are you willing? And if you say, "I am willing to," monkey mind doesn't engage with that. If you say, "I am," like, "I am prosperous," monkey mind starts arguing with you. Well, what about that bill you didn't pay? Well, how much do you have in the bank? Well, where are you going on vacation? You know, all those chattering thoughts that we all have all of the time. But if we say, "I am willing to be prosperous. I am willing to be an opening for more God, more good coming through my life. I'm willing to expand my skills. I'm willing to learn how to communicate more effectively." Because we all agree. If I went through this room and I asked you, "How are we doing with communication?" I wouldn't get a real positive response, would I? Are we doing our best? We're trying to. We are doing the best we can at this time, but we need support. We need engagement from all of you. And that's why I want to talk to you all and get to know you, is because I want to empower you to live the life of your dreams. Because honestly, that's what principles did for me. When I put them into practice, not when I preached about them, but when I put them into practice, my life transformed. And I'm so grateful that I can stand in unshakable faith, knowing that principles work whether you work them or not. You don't have to be a saint for principles to work for you. Saint or sinner, spiritual principles work. And that's why we say what principle we're working with each week, right? So this week is about taking action, about embodying peace. Because the whole book is about how to embrace conflict and create peace. If it was as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd have it done. And you know what? We wouldn't have to learn anything about patience, because we just 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the past, when we thought we could predict and control, where ministers stood up and said, hey, this is the way you live your life. And the minister controlled everything. That didn't work. It's not working. And so I'm not here to tell you you have to do life a certain way. I'm here to say, dance with me as we try this way. Know that your experience is your experience. It doesn't have anything really to do with the other. It is a way of awakening to what's missing for us. It's a learning. It's an opportunity for transformation. Would you like this sanctuary to be full? So make a joyful noise unto the Lord, and it'll fill up. We need to spread joy throughout the land. We need that. One of my gifts is enthusiasm. I stand enthusiastic about life no matter what. Now, last night I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And I thought, well, how am I even going to be? So how am I doing? Am I okay? I sort of wondered if the mouth would quit, because sometimes it does. And I'm sure some of you wish it would quit sooner than it does. But what I'm here for is to show you another way. And you can't have another way without letting go of resistance, inner resistance and outer resistance. You can't have another way by attacking or judging or even sharing your opinion as forcefully as you want because you are righteous in your anger. We don't want to be righteous in our anger. We want to love, don't we? We want to serve. We come into communities to serve ourselves and each other with something uplifting. So I'm a preacher of principles, and hopefully by the time I leave, you will understand unity principles in a deeper way, in a way that compels you to follow the urging of your soul. Does that sound like a game you'd like to play? It's one that I like playing. And you know, it's all about me. So here's the points I want us to really get clear of before next week. And we'll do a deep dive into this Tuesday. But I want us to get these points that Simmons makes in The Eye of the Storm. And the number one is you're not separate from the storm. Conflict or challenges in life are not external forces. Can you breathe into that? Can you just take a breath and feel what you're feeling? And no, it's not to blame or shame or point a finger at anyone. It's to say spiritual beings having a spiritual experience have to walk through human school. We have to walk through. Remember that story I told about you chose your parents, you chose this, you chose that? Okay, we are empowered. We are the conflict that we long to get rid of. We are the fear that we want to say, how can I get past you? We get past it by being together. With this perspective, we see conflict as an opportunity for growth, for transformation. So have you ever heard what you resist persists? What do you think that means? Isn't that just a cute slogan? If we take it and look at what we are resisting, we see where our point of transformation is. I call it your itch, or maybe even something with another letter in front of it. Something that disturbs you, that actually shakes up your perception and your beliefs. Wait a minute, I know what the truth is. I know what the truth is for everybody in this room. No, let's find out together what the truth is. Let's figure out how to let go of trying to control and be in the creative process, which means partnering, collaborating, being willing to let go of our self-righteousness and embrace the love that we truly are. If we keep focusing on what's missing, we'll keep finding it. If we say, well, we lack this or we lack that, we get to experience more lack from the universe. So I'm saying, let's affirm right here, right now, we are the peacemakers. We are the visionaries that are going to lift the energy up and spread joy out to this community so more people want to come play with us. Not take ourselves so seriously in our rightness and your wrongness, but join in the field of possibility together. Let's lay in that field. Can we give up right or wrong? Come to me with all your what's wrong. Awaken to what possibly I can support you in going through to find what's right here. Because y'all love this place. That's one thing I know for sure. Y'all love it here, and there's a reason you're here. And you, right here, right now, with every thought going through your head, with every feeling that you're feeling, are creating the future here at Unity in the Seven Hills. So it's awesome, isn't it? Do you feel empowered? I also want you to realize you take 100% responsibility for yourself. 100%. You are a part of what's going on. I don't care when you came, you're here, so you're a part of it. Nobody is scot-free. So in doing that, when we embrace that and move forward, one of the things that we have to see is how to speak our truth honestly. How can I say my truth when it's going to cause a kerfuffle? Well, it begins with respect and kindness. Respect for fear, respect for the anger, respect for the judgment, and kindly say, I feel because of this behavior, I feel, not I think. You know the difference between feeling and thinking? And we're going to dive down into that. I have some handouts for you in class Tuesday. But most of us think first before we allow ourselves to feel. And if we can get into that heart space and feel our connection with something greater, And you're all on a spiritual path. I can feel it from you. I know you're hungering for how do I move past this into what I'd love to experience. And we do it step by step together, supporting each other. So what I'd love to share again with you is come see me. I know some people have called and I haven't been able to respond yet. Last week was kind of busy, but I'm going to reach every one of you. I am available for you. I've given up my comfortable life to come into the unknown, to stand in unshakable faith, knowing miracles are happening all of the time. And let's not miss ours. Game on? Let's laugh loudly, dare to be brave, go direct to the person you got a kerfuffle with alone, and love lavishly. Thanks.
Thank you. So we're going to change things up a little bit, as I said. Let's stand and sing. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. Sing it like you mean it. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. So let's affirm our abundance together. Unity in the 7 Hills is abundantly blessed. Creative people are drawn to us. Divine ideas flow through us. Financial resources bless us, and we accomplish mighty works together. So we are a tithing community. This month's local community that we are tithing to is the Beacon of Hope, in addition to our Greater Unity family. Giving from our hearts allows us to cover our needs, thrive, and grow together. Gives us a chance to send our message into this local community as well. If you're joining us online, you can give at unityinthesevenhills.org. For those here in the sanctuary, we have 3 ways to give: cash, check, and electronically. You guys can take a seat for a second. There you go. If you'd like to give, we're just getting used to this. So if you'd like to give electronically, simply take a look at the back of the seat in front of you for a giving card with all the details, including a QR code. However you choose to give, know that your generosity is deeply appreciated, honored, and blessed. Thank you for supporting us and our mission and helping us to grow in love and connection. So now we're going to do what we call the Walk of Abundance. So you can all walk abundantly, whatever that means to you. I'm not going to give you the Walk of Abundance. Yes. Oh, we did it a little earlier on. Oh, but come on up. come on up. There's always room for more abundance in this church. Come on.
Sorry, I have hair issues. Okay, so this was kind of along the lines of the facing the fear thing. So most of you know that I'm in a band and I sing, and I got a text early Friday morning from a local artist saying that they needed me to fill in, if I could, for a show that night. And it was songs I did not know, and the female singer was sick. Thank God it was only like a song and a half that I would have to do on my own, but I normally do not do that. I normally, no, I can't do it. I don't know the song. I have a reputation, blah, 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 all that mess, right? But I have been putting out in the universe that I really want to be sharing my gift more, which is my voice, I believe. I want to be spreading that light out there more. So I'm like, you know what? This is what I've asked the universe for, so I need to do it. So, I'm facing the fear, stepping out in that faith. Now, was I a hot mess that whole day, stroking out? I was. But I kept reminding myself, I stepped forward. Even though I had that fear, and I kept walking. I just kept doing it, learning the song. And it ended up that it was easier than I thought it was going to be when I got there. And I think it turned out okay, right? Yeah. So anyway, that was just my, my little experience that I had, that I did trust and face the fear, and it turned out okay. Yeah.
There you are. See, like how everything works together. That's like the perfect example of how all of these things connect together. All right, so the walk of abundance, we're going to come up from the back as normal, but this time we're going to, in order to try and make the transition smoother, go both ways, pick up an affirmation from each side here, and let's do it. So let's stand and sing something wonderful as we come and get ready to give. There's something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go, no, it won't let go. All this love inside, we can let it shine. Yes, we can. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go, no, it won't let go. All this love inside, we can let it shine. Yes, we can. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, feel it. I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go, no, it won't let go. All this love inside, let it out. We can let it shine. Yes, we can. Something wonderful. So now please join us in the blessing of the gifts together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. So the prayer chaplain today is Sally. And it is also the first Sunday of the month. And so we are going to celebrate some birthdays. Anybody who's got a birthday in February, come on into the middle of the circle. Who's got a February birthday? Bob? No? Okay. We are also going to have a quick... Should we celebrate? I'm sure there's somebody out online. All of February birthdays. We are going to sing Happy Birthday together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everybody who wasn't here. Happy birthday to you. Cool. And so let's close with the peace song. We're going to have a town hall afterwards. If you've got any questions, this will be a kind of an informational meeting as well. So let's close with the peace song. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. 11:31. That's pretty good.